We can't talk about any of that today. I'm sorry, we can't.
Later.
No.
It was an emotional episode of The Real Housewives of New York City this week as the ladies rallied around Brynn during a tough time, and she opened up about being abused and abandoned when she was literally just a baby.
I'm so obsessed and focused on the fact that the two people who are supposed to love me didn't. Or couldn't.
These housewives may still be finding their footing with one another, but it was good to see them all come together. So let's get into it. Episode 4 of season 14 of The Real Housewives of New York City. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. It's the last day of the Shakshuka-sponsored Hamptons trip when the topic of Thanksgiving plans come up, and Brynn admits she's never had a real family in her life.
That's why I'm friends with all my exes and their families.
Now, Brynn was raised in Indiana by her maternal grandmother, who adopted her brothers, and sister after a tough start in life. And she admits she can sometimes stay a little too close with her ex's families in order to try and fill the void she has inside.
And I so badly want to have a family of my own and traditions and a place to go. So there's times when I'll call up some ex and be like, what are you doing?
All this took the other housewives by surprise. They knew Brynn had a tough upbringing, but they didn't know it was this tough.
It's heartbreaking because you could tell that she's upset about it.
So in a rare moment of Real Housewives benevolence, Asai decides to throw a Friendsgiving party, except instead of Friendsgiving, it would be Brynnsgiving. And you can tell Brynn was really moved by this.
Stop it!
Wouldn't that be fun?
I would literally love to do that.
All these ladies getting together and doing something as a team, it really is a holiday miracle. Brynnsgiving looked really fun, except for having to take your shoes off, and Brynn admitted it was much needed because the holiday season is really difficult for her, what with it all being about family and coming together, all that jazz.
I don't have family. I do, but most of them are assholes. So.
It was then that she really began to open up about her childhood in an emotional confession that I think had most of the audience choked up too. She revealed that her mom had her and her siblings when she was just a teenager, and Brynn's father was older. The only time she and her siblings even ever lived with her parents was for the first 6 months of Brynn's life. Things were so bad.
We're poor as welfare, food stamps, everything.
It only got worse from there, with Brynn saying she suffered from abuse and neglect almost immediately after being born.
I wasn't picked up for 6 days, or that my diaper wasn't changed.
And with that, we fade to a to be continued screen, which is maybe the most depressing use ever of that Real Housewives trope. It was an emotional episode, but as Brynn posted to Instagram after it aired, our vulnerability is our superpower. I think we can all cheers to that, Brynn. Now, what did you think of this week's episode? What did you think about Brynn really opening up? Let me know in the comments, like and subscribe while you're there, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.